What's up, guys? It's your boy Darkskin, and today I'm going to be talking about, can the mono red team or humans team beat the pin team? Now, a lot of people have been asking this question, and I guess they think that because mono red is red and pin team is generally blue, that mono red loses. And I'm going to tell you now that that is further from the truth. So we're going to go ahead and get into this and basically break down everything as far as, why mono red can beat pin team, even if pin team, has type advantage, etc. Right? So, number one, Red Escanor. How Red Escanor works is he gets increased damage on this card, anyways, per buff, right? Which is called Amplified. You get 30% increased damage per buff, which he already has a buff on him. On top of, Arthur is going to be on the team, buffing him as well. Now, that is besides the point, right? Right now, I'm going to basically be talking about, because we already know Escanor's damage is insane on, mono red, right? Even if you don't think it, like I know you guys have seen green Escanor basically 2-tap and 3-tap, 3-tap red units, even though he has type disadvantage. Well, the same thing is for blue Escanor. I mean, blue Escanor? What? Why did I say blue? Anyways, red Escanor. Even though red Escanor has type disadvantage to the pin team, which would be blue units, he can still kill them relatively easy with his Amplify on his card. Now, let's talk about tanking the blue team, because I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, well, how are you even going to survive against the blue team? Well, this is the thing. Number one, Escanor has a passive that increases his HP related stats by 50% for 3 turns, right? Number one. So like that's already gonna be like significantly more HP than pin team is gonna be able to deal out in like 1 or 2 turns without a lot of cards. Gother is going to be having HP defense set on, so he should be fairly tanky when it comes to this. On top of, Arthur should have HP defense set on, so he should be fairly tanky as well. On top of Arthur giving 15% related stats to humans, so he's going to be a little bit more tanky. Escanor is going to be a little bit more tanky, but I know what you guys are going to say. Oh, well, Darkskin, what about Gother? Gother's not going to be tanky. Well, that's where you can also run Twigo, which is giving 15, giving 30% HP to red units. You can also run Griamore, who is giving 15% HP related stats to his ally in PvP. There's a lot of different options you can run for the tankiness of Gother, but it doesn't even stop there, right? You could easily run Red King and just have Red King cut the pierce rate in half. Run Red King in the 4th slot, he's going to cut the pierce rate in half. Now, if you don't want to run Red King, you could obviously run Hauser, which is going to be giving 8% base stats to, the humans. But this is the thing, right? This is the thing, right? Because I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, well, how does Gother still survive? I'm glad you asked. If you guys don't know, Arthur's buff increases base stats by 20%. At rank 2, it's 20% to all allies. And at rank 3, it is 30%. Right? Now, I know a lot of guys are going to be like, well, Darkskin, you're not always going to have the rank 3 buff. Let me tell you right now, getting rank 3 buff, I swear to you, you get rank 3 buff 1/3 of your matches. And even without rank 3 buff, rank 2 buff is still guaranteed. You are guaranteed a level 1 Arthur buff and a level 1 Gother rank up. So you could easily rank up Arthur's buff and then hit the whole entire team with that. So off rip, you're already getting increased defense, HP, and attack. That's guaranteed. On top of Arthur's passive, Escanor's passive, Hauser's passive, or King's passive, or whoever's passive that you need to put in there. Now, keep in mind this is a human team. You could easily take Gother out for Valenti, right? Valenti's still going to be using her passive, and King, Hauser, you don't even got to use King if you're using Valenti in the front, but Hauser, Arthur, and Escanor all are still getting their passives. So that alone can stop pin team, right? Now, moving on. Like I said, Gother's going to have HP defense. Arthur's going to have HP defense. You should be running HP defense on Hauser if he's in the 4th slot. HP defense for King, obviously. HP defense for Valenti. So now, not only are you going to be super tanky, your team is going to generally just have HP defense sets. Whereas if you look at the pin team, Demon Meliodas has attack defense or attack crit damage, which if he's running attack crit damage, that's even less combat class. Lilia is going to be running HP defense unless people win attack defense. And if you go attack defense, oh, that doesn't even matter at that point. Most people are generally running green Escanor. They might run red Escanor, but whatever the case may be, that unit's going to have attack defense as well. So, and then the 4 slots usually going to have HP defense. But like generally, you are going to have 2 attack defense sets, 2 HP defense sets. On mono red, all 3 of the other units are going to be running HP defense, or should be. Not to mention Escanor can run HP defense as well. I say go attack defense for the damage, but I mean, do what you want. On top of, Escanor is a coin shop unit. You can get his dupes a lot easier. Gother is a coin shop unit. You should be maxing him out after King already. Arthur is practically free. He's on every single banner, and he's in the gold coin shop. You can get him discounted for 20, and if not, he's still there for 30. I would recommend buying him at 30 though. Practically free. Hauser's the exact same way. Every single banner, right? He's in the gold coin shop. So it's like, the whole team is practically free. You know, these two are, you should basically have them 6-6 or close. So with these two being 6-6, even if Escanor and Gother are not 6-6, you gotta realize Blue D Melly, no one's gonna have him 6-6 like that. Blue Lilia, no one's probably gonna have her 6-6 like that. Green Escanor, no one's gonna have him 6-6 like that. No one's gonna have like that 3rd slot unit 6-6 like that, unless it's Hauser. And then the 4th slot, if you're running King, no one's gonna have King 6-6. So between you having HP defense sets and you having more dupes, you are automatically gonna go first. So if you go first, they cannot one-shot you turn 1. On top of you having all those passes working, right? You could just as easy boost Escanor and say Escanor has 2 like single target cards and double single target, you know, green Escanor. You're probably one-shotting. He probably dies. Like there's a lot of stuff that goes into why mono red works as well as it does, even though it's going against type disadvantage. I'm telling, not to mention, watch this, right? We're gonna look at these are all the units, well, the HP of the units scaled, right, from least to greatest by number. So obviously we have all the rare units, we have all the SRs, and let's get into you know, the SSRs, right? Obviously Red Gother's right there, but Red Gother has super high defensive stats, right? His resistance is off the charts, so like that's kind of negated. Then you have Blue Lilia, one of the lowest HPs in the game, like base, which that just means that it scales less than the others. Then you have Valenti, which she's tanky, so that's whatever. You have Arthur, which Arthur has his passive, so that doesn't matter. Hauser, which Hauser and Arthur, again, these two don't matter because of their passives and they scale really well with each other. And they're going to be running HP defense. Then you got Blue D Melly, who has lower HP, so he's not going to scale as good. So it's like, all of these units are generally on the lower HP side, but the difference is, I mean, Red King is like, he doesn't matter, he's in the 4th slot and he's running HP defense. But the point is, you know, the entirety of the pin team is going to be having lower HP, right? Lilia, you know, Blue D Melly, and do not, I know, I get it. Escanor has good stats, but red Escanor is basically one-shotting green Escanor, so that doesn't even matter. So like the lower your HP base, the lower it scales, you know, in comparison to like if someone starts with higher HP, obviously, right? Now let's keep scrolling down. As you can see, Escanor has the highest. Obviously, red Escanor is going to be the same way. But yeah, so like the pin team generally has lower HP, and it's like, yeah, I get Hauser and Arthur don't have the best HP either, but Arthur has his passive, Hauser has his passive, so now they are getting you know, like 23% to their HP stat on top of 8% to their defense stat. So it's like, you know, them not having as high HP goes out the window. Not to mention they have higher HP than Lilia to begin with. I'm telling you guys, like, if you think Mono Red cannot beat Pin Team, you're wrong. You're wrong. You are wrong. Granted, obviously, if you get cucked by RNG, you lose. But, like, that kind of applies to every unit or every team in the game. So, like, that's whatever. But, like, yeah. I'm telling you right now, Pin Team definitely does not just beat Mono Red or humans, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, I just wanted to talk to you guys about that, break that down for you, because I know a lot of you guys had that question. Y'all were just like, well, why would I run, you know, Mono Red if Pin Team's just better? They definitely can lose, for sure, for sure, for sure. So anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Comment down below. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. With that being said, I will see you guys next time. Peace.